Welcome. I'm Reverend Montclair, and this is Monday Church with Reverend Montclair for January 5th, I believe, 2025. It is Monday, and we had a magnificent moonrise the other day, and with the full moon, the full wolf moon, I got to see it over the mountains as I was driving back from up north and enjoyed the view. It was magnificent. I have been reflecting on the current state of our world and the massive aggression that our country is showing to Venezuela at the moment, or the intention of aggression as well, to take over and to own the oil there. And I think it's a good time to reflect on the difference in a phrase in our language, and the phrase that is most common now is give and take as opposed to give and receive. I know I've spoken about this before, but it bears repeating as our culture continues to degrade into pre-medieval violence and cruelty. So give and take is somehow the phrase that is supposed to acknowledge a balance relationship, a relationship where both parties are interacting equally. But that is not what give and take means. The real balance in relationship is give and receive. So if you are doing your part in the world, if you are giving your best to the world, ultimately you will receive, if you allow it, the best in return. As long as you don't push it away, as long as you allow in your consciousness, in your personality, that you deserve to receive. You deserve to receive goodness. You deserve to receive the best that the world has to offer because you have given your best to the world. So when we allow things, people, events, opportunities, abundance to come to us, we graciously receive. We don't get to tell the divine, we don't get to tell the universe where it comes from. We may want it to come from specific places. We may want it to come from specific people. We may want things to play out in a certain way, but that's not how the world works. That's not how uh, this divine creation works. We give what it is was placed in our hearts to give from our experiences that we have learned, certain wisdom, and we give that to the world. And then in return for that, the world gives something back to us. So, give and receive. It's not that we give something and then go take whatever we want. That's not how it works. But that's how many of us work in society, in our society today. We don't give something with an expectation of something being given to us. That's a conditional relationship. No. The way that energetically and the divine plan works is that you give unconditionally and then receive what is offered from the universe. It may not be from the people, places, or things that we were willing to give unconditionally to. We're all at different levels of experience here, different different levels of understanding, different even ideas of who and what we are as people, as Americans, as human beings in context of this massive world and universe. So we can't always expect others to understand us, others to love us, others to be at peace with our understanding of the world. And certainly we can't always expect ourselves to be at peace with others' understanding of the world. I certainly am not at peace with um, the government's understanding of the world, nor of Project 2025's understanding of the world and intention to control all of us. So we have the fearful in charge in our government today. They are afraid, they are fiercely afraid as they try to dominate our culture, as they try to dominate our human experience, as they try to dominate the narrative, as they try to dominate this world. That is all fear acting out. They want to take, they don't want to give much. They don't even want to give the truth a chance. They want to take, they want to own, they want to control, and that's all fear speaking through them, through their actions. And violence, it's fear. It's an attempt of control. It's a need because they feel so out of control inside. So that's what we're dealing with. Somehow, this group has come together to remake our society in their image of fearfulness, of anger, of violence, of greed, of a diminished sense of self, of a diminished heart, where there is no compassion, where that's a laughable characteristic. So we don't have to let that happen. We are like in a boiling cauldron of their creation, their attempted creation of something that does not resemble kindness, does not resemble freedom, does not resemble compassion or love or trust. I got an itchy nose. And we don't have to be like them. And the worst thing we could do is to be angry all the time. Because as I was just listening to someone in psychology talking about how anger hijacks our brain, hijacks our intelligence, and our ability to reason and think more clearly. When we get in that fear mindset, as many of us have experienced this year and many years of our lives, we are in a more primitive state of mind, a more primitive way of thinking, where we feel like we are constantly on edge, where we have to defend ourselves, where we're suspicious, where we're looking for trouble, where we are anticipating how we can defend ourselves. So we have a government that is creating the characteristics within themselves of being paranoid, must make the military bigger, must add more money to the military, must take from others, take, because nothing's enough when you're terrified. Nothing's enough when you know you're guilty. Nothing is enough when you have no love in your heart. It's amazing how much being loving can fill up your heart, can make you feel satisfied, can make you an independent person. Because if are the source of love in your life, if you're willing to give that unconditionally, if you're willing to give grace unconditionally, you are in an empowered position. You are not easily swayed. And that doesn't mean being nice. It does mean caring. It does mean caring not only for others, but for yourself. It means being present. It means being honest, truthful, in case there's a distinction in some people's minds. It bears repeating that we are here to give of ourselves. I remember being in a workshop where my mom sent me to this workshop, and this man asked, how do you know when you walk into a room that you're getting what you need to get from whatever experiences or from whatever teachers that may be present? Get whatever you need to get. And he asked the wrong question. The question that we need to ask ourselves is, am I giving what I have to give? Are you giving what you have in your heart, in your being, in your highest self of knowledge, of wisdom that you have accumulated in your life? Are you giving what you have to give to this world? And the world's not always going to love you for it. People aren't going to love you for your wisdom. They're not going to love you if it doesn't make them feel safe. But you're not here to make people feel safe. You're here to make people feel seen. So see into yourself of who and what you are so you can see clearly beyond yourself. When we see ourselves clearly, then we are less likely to project onto others the fears and aggressions and even desires of what we want someone to be in our lives. So on this new year, in this mad, mad world, may you see yourself clearly. May you be brave enough to truly see yourself clearly and give to the world what you have to give that comes from your unique experience, your allowing the world to give to you, your ability to receive. So let that be the balance, that you're willing to give from your heart, from your wisdom, and that you're willing to receive from wherever it comes, from wherever, when I say it, the goodness, the reciprocity, from wherever the world feels moved to give to you. I remember I used to keep a quote on my refrigerator many years ago, and I think it was from Oprah Winfrey, where she said, drink people's milkshakes. Like when they offer you something, say yes. Just receive it. And That has been a lesson that I have hard way learned in recent years, because often when we find ourselves in very challenging situations, we have to learn how to receive and then say thank you. Don't say no, say thank you and welcome it. And count your lucky stars that someone cared to give to you when you were in need of something, of anything. And go back to, you know, giving what you have to give when you have it to give. Sometimes we've given too much and we don't have anything to give anymore. And it's okay then just to give to yourself. But ultimately, we are here to enact that reciprocal love. It's not contractual. It's not conditional. But it like the ocean, where the waves come in, and like our breath, and the waves go out, also like our breath. The tide comes, the tide goes. Our wisdom is learned. We breathe it in, and we breathe it out. We share our wisdom with the world. Our love is felt through the heart. We express it, letting it go. We receive love. We give love. That is the balance of life. So much love to you all in 2026. And may we cultivate peace within ourselves despite what is going on in our country and the world stage, and give what you have to give, because that's the place where we're at in our world, that we absolutely need your wisdom. We need your voice. We need your courage. We need your piece of this divine puzzle that we're all still trying to figure out in this new year. It'll be quite a ride, I can tell already. And the year ended with the same challenges that it began with. So let's rise to the challenge of being the best that we can be. Love to all, and may you walk in beauty, with beauty before you, with beauty behind you, with beauty above, with beauty below, with beauty within, with beauty all around you. May you walk in peace, in love, and joy into this wild ride of 2026. Till next time, I am Reverend Montclair, sending you much love.